Hey out there, here's Jennifer Haben from Beyond the Black, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast.
Hey, you are listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast. I am Bruce.
I'm Chris, and I got dressed today.
Which is good. And you also did a little bit of research, which I'm actually shocked about.
Yeah, I know. I did. I actually did some research. Isn't that funny?
So you actually know who this band that we're talking to, Beyond the Black, is now.
Yeah, but who the hell is? What's going on with me? What's happening? I start jogging. Now I'm doing research. Fuck, what's next? I'm gonna start eating kale.
Yeah, cilantro.
No.
Our three listeners are gonna not even recognize who you are. This one is a good one. Did you listen to them?
Yeah, I was actually. I went back and did some research on it. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy. But man, their new single "Misery" is such a different sound compared to their other tracks. It was kind of shocking.
I haven't gotten that far back into it, but that's good. You'll have some stuff to.
I went back. They've released 3 singles off their new record.
Right.
Healer, Golden Pariahs, and Misery. Hey,
right. I was just listening to Golden Pariahs right now.
Listen to me go through my fucking research here, huh? Yeah. This is what happens when people cancel. I have time to research before we interview them.
Nice.
But like the first song I heard was Misery when I Googled them. And everyone is like, what is this? This isn't you guys. And I was like, what are they talking about? And that's why I went back through their catalog and checked it out. I was like, wow. Like Misery kind of comes across more of a pop song, like a Britney Spears kind of thing. Golden Pariahs and Healer are more along the lines of what they were before. But I'm curious to see why they went in that direction. It'll be kind of interesting.
We're speaking with Jen, the singer, and I was also looking at through some of the videos. I mean, they played Wacken or Wacken, however you want to pronounce it, and Tuska, and a lot of these really big festivals. So this should be a good one, and they have a pretty good fan base.
Well, they're a pretty big band. They've had a bunch of top records, you know.
That's great. So
they Songs of Love and Death reached 12th place in Germany and 21st place in Austria.
We only get the best.
Always.
Hello.
How
are you? Bruce, that's my partner. Bruce, that's my partner, Chris.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Hi. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
For joining us. How is it over there in Germany?
Everything's fine. So, we're getting more. We can do more and more. And everything's fine. My family is fine. My band members, everyone is safe, so I'm good.
Great. So things are starting to turn. It's a little rough here still, but we're getting there, I guess. I don't know. Between the virus and now all this other racial tension stuff, it's a little strange.
Yeah, I can understand. We can see that from Germany from far away, but it's a strange time. It's
very strange. 2020 has been really weird.
20. I keep saying, you know, in 15 years we'll look back in 2020 and say, yeah, we did that. We got through that.
Yeah.
And I, on a positive note, maybe Ticketmaster will get taken down from all this.
Yes. I don't think they have Ticketmaster in Europe. Do you? You have Ticketmaster?
I think so. Yeah, I can understand, or I know that word.
Okay.
So maybe.
There you go. They have the monopoly on concert tickets here. They're the ones you have to go through to buy them, and they charge an arm and a leg, and then when they cancel, they're having a hard time getting your money back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris, you want to take the lead here?
Yeah, I'll start. So you have a new record coming out, right?
On Friday.
On Friday. And?
On Friday.
Okay. So I only discovered you guys this morning because we were interviewing you. Which is, no, don't laugh, because
honestly, it's good.
you have to understand, I got into this podcasting thing to learn more about metal because I'm kind of a relative newbie when it comes to metal. Even though I'm 44, I only discovered metal in like 2011. So
yeah, so Beyond the Black is maybe a good choice for the beginning.
So I was going through, and then the first song that I came across was Misery. And when I hit play, I was like, I thought they were metal. I don't understand what's happening here. It's kind of like this poppy kind of feel. But then when I went through your other stuff, it was a lot heavier. So how are people kind of you obviously have quite a huge fan base. So how are people responding to songs like Misery for you guys?
Different.
I mean, it's a great. Can I swear? It's a great fucking song, and like I liked it right away.
I think so too, but I know what you mean, and so I will explain what I think about that song. So since beginning of Beyond the Black, we are more like having some like pop. Not really pop, but maybe a bit more modern and all that melodic stuff into our music that other bands don't have. So a lot of people were telling us, you're too poppy for us and all of that stuff. And maybe Misery is the answer to all of that haters. So, okay, if you want us poppy, we will give you poppy. So, yeah, this was, it's funny that this is the first song you heard of Beyond the Black. So,
well, I was just,
it's not the real thing that we're doing, but it's more like a middle finger song for all of these people.
Oh, that's great.
The song, I think.
I mean, it's a really good song. I was like, it's just, we usually deal with like, heavy bands. And I was like, what's happening here? Bruce, what are you doing? And then once I got further into the songs and then further into more of your songs, I realized, oh, I see what's going on here. It's like this artistic expression or progression. But I was just curious about how the fans were responding to that kind of it. To me, it seems like a natural progression from what I hear from you guys. But I don't know how some people would take that.
Yeah, it was not like, it wasn't easy to release that. Some days ago, I really was afraid to do that. But it was really like that first song that we wrote for that album, because we had like 3 albums before and did like kind of the same thing. And people were always telling us all of this stuff, and we said, okay, now we're like a band. We're not like a super new band that don't try to be that don't want to be just loved. So
right.
We are like trusting ourselves a lot more than before, and this was the reason why we said, okay, we've grown as a band, and let's just face what we saw during the last 2 years and what we felt. So Misery was the first song that we finished for this album, because we wanted to free our minds, because we wanted to change a bit. So we wanted to free our minds of everything that we did before, and to just write a song that is totally different to what we did before. And it's definitely something that our haters would really hate.
I personally have a feeling it's probably going to become your most popular song.
Yeah, maybe, hopefully. But this was also, this was kind of the reason why we did that song. It was actually, funnily, a Disney idea of Chris and I, my guitarist. In the beginning, we had like a funny, just for us, Disney idea, because we love Disney. So, and we made that song out of this. And I think it turned out great, and it definitely did what we wanted. We freed our minds, and then we came back a bit to what we did before. And this was the right step to make that change. It felt like the right step. So we hope when we release that song that maybe the people would also first maybe think, okay, what is happening here? and then, and then maybe be open enough to listen to that song, not like, okay, is that metal or is that pop or is that, I don't know, just like, do I like that song or do I not like that song? And this is something that I really enjoy seeing. Our fans are open enough, or our real fans are open enough to just, listen to it more than once and then decide if they like it or not. And in the end, if I do like, I did like a question on on my Instagram feed, like, what song do you like the most? And in the end, every single song had the same numbers, like Misery as well as Golden Pariahs as well as Wounded Healer, like 1 or 2 people different. And this was the reason why I like the music of Beyond the Black, or why I like to do it like that, because every single person can find his own song as his favorite song. And it's not like just the one song that is good and all of the other songs are like not good.
Right.
That's awesome. And I want to take my hat off to Napalm too, because there's not a lot of record labels that would allow a band to kind of go outside of where they are, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I can understand. I have to say we have in Germany, our main label is Universal. It's Air Force One Records. And outside of Germany, it's Napalm Records. So, I think both labels or record labels are really open to just,
It seems like they're just supporting your career. It's like, you want to grow as an artist, go.
Yeah. This is important to us, of course. Because when I think about the progress of this album, we just wrote like 6 months of our songs and all of that stuff. And then in January this year, we went to our label and said, okay, these would be the songs we would put on our album. And they said, okay, we love it. Let's do it.
That's great.
Man.
And in middle of March, we were done with everything.
Wow. When you're writing, are you writing all together like in the old traditional sense? Or are you writing more of like emailing stuff back and forth?
That is changing because we in the previous albums or in the previous album we just wrote like emails, or were like 2 of us together or 3 of us together, but we hadn't have enough time to just do like sessions all together, because I don't know, we're maybe afraid that it wouldn't work, because a lot of people have a lot of opinions and maybe this can be not good for a song. So we didn't try that before. Because we didn't have enough time for that to try things out. But this time, like 6 months are a lot of time for us. So it was really a lot of sessions that we said, okay, let's just do it. And if nothing good happens, it's anyway. So everything's fine then. And we have enough time to just do it as we did before. So this time, of course, we did like these whole band sessions as well. So Misery and Paralyzed were from these band sessions. And and the other stuff were with Chris or Stefan and with our producers as every single song that we did before in
I think in the end, when everybody's together, that's where the magic happens. Like in the old days, some of the the best metal records or rock records were made when everybody was together and bouncing ideas off each other. So I think that shows up in Misery for sure.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, of course. But if you didn't do something like that before, you don't know, and you don't. Yeah, you're afraid that it doesn't work. And this was the reason why we didn't do it before. But this time we did it, and it worked out great. So I'm sure we will do that in the next album as well.
Right.
So
Awesome.
I see you guys have tour plans coming up with Amaranth, right?
Mm-hmm.
When is that tour going to take place, and is it going to take place for sure?
I hope so because we just postponed it to next year in April. So we wanted to play it this year in November, but we decided that no one would really feel comfortable with doing that in the end of the year, and a lot of people are afraid to go out and to go to concerts. So there are a lot of people that are listening to Beyond the Black that are not like the youngest people. So I can definitely understand that we should prepare for that and to just think about, or we did think about postponing a bit earlier, but we just decided that we will do it in April, and I think it's a lot better. And we can see that because a lot of more people are buying tickets now because they know, okay, in April maybe everything's more is better, and this is really good to see, so that the people feel more comfortable.
Absolutely. I'm curious about concerts. Even after this is all over, what's your thought? How do you think concerts will be? Do you think they'll just go back to normal? Will people all show up wearing masks even when this is over? What do you think?
I think, of course, for the first, I don't know, year or something, it will be a bit different, that you don't touch everything and all of that stuff. I think this could happen, but I'm super sure that people wouldn't feel uncomfortable during concerts, because a concert is the place where you, lose yourself.
Right.
where you really are happy and everything. You don't think about the reality. Then this is how I feel. So when I see a lot of people outside here in Germany right now, it's still like the main Corona time, but a lot of people are or want to ignore that fact that it's here. So maybe this is also something that a concert will not affect, because the people don't want to feel uncomfortable on a concert. So I'm sure it will be pretty normal after all of this.
I hope so, because I miss it terribly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We were supposed to, Bruce and I were supposed to go to Megadeth and Lamb of God. And who else was on that bill? Trivium?
Trivium, yeah. And In Flames.
And In Flames. And it was like, what was it, on Friday we were supposed to go? And I was just gutted. I was like, God, I want to go to that show so badly.
Yeah, I can understand. It's such a long time without concerts. This is really not cool.
Not cool at all. You said it. Hey, are you guys doing anything different to interact with your fans now that you've been kind of quarantined and sequestered? You doing more internet stuff or live feeds or anything?
Yeah, we do a lot more social media, and we can do a lot more like bigger things than normally when we go to place and all of that stuff. So we have more time to think about more bigger stuff. And I think all of that live stream things, I do a live stream today as well. And I think this also is good for the people at home to be entertained just about the internet. So I hope that the people will still, how do you say that? Still know Beyond the Black after all of this.
Yeah, right.
Entertain them enough. But yeah, let's see. We try to just stay our people entertained.
Awesome. Chris?
I have one last question before I don't have any more. Was the Tiger King the most sane thing that's happened in 2020 so far?
Wait, do you guys get that over there?
Yes. Oh my God. I saw this and I don't know. I don't know what to think about that.
So here's what I think about it, and please excuse my French, but fuck Carol Baskins.
Oh my God, this was really crazy.
Yeah, very crazy.
But was it the most sane thing that's happened in 2020 so far?
It might be.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Very good answer. Hey, you got anything else, Chris?
I don't know. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's been a real pleasure discovering your band. And, oh, one other thing. If people want to find you, where can they find you?
They can find us on Instagram. We post a lot of stuff there. On Facebook, we have a homepage where every info is there. Twitter and YouTube and everywhere, I think. So Spotify, of course, and in all the music stores out there.
So just search Beyond the Black.
Everywhere. Yeah.
And
Beyond the Black official or Beyond the Black.
Jennifer, thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate it. Good luck with the record on Friday.
Thank you so much. We're so excited. Thank you for your interest.
I'm excited for you too. Take it easy.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Bye.
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 That's a good way to start the day.
Yeah. She was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like those.
That was a really open interview. Like I didn't, once I asked the question, I realized how offensive it might be.
No, I think it was good.
Yeah, I think
so. We don't need to just be, I think we pride ourselves in asking odd stuff. So I think that was good, actually.
Yeah. But the Tiger King one was the best question of the whole.
Oh, that was awesome. Fuck Carol Baskins.
You know that she got that cat farm.
Yeah,
now,
I
right?
saw that on the news. I don't know how I know all this stupid stuff. It's kind of... Before this whole thing started, I knew nothing about Netflix or any kind of TV shit. Now I know everything. It's very weird. I
spend most of my day in my basement working on music, but at night there's nothing else to do because I can't work on music because it'll interrupt my wife.
Right.
So I watch a little boob tube. You know what I mean?
Yep.